Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and boa noite. And welcome back to our loyal opera Camerata devotees. How we love to explore the operatic vagaries and foibles of the human condition. This evening we will leave the sparkling shores of Portugal and head for the craggy highlands of Scotland, where, and how very odd, everyone has an Italian name. Oh well, it's opera. Anyway, we will also be traveling back in time to the mid-19th century, to a time that these days is somewhat hard to understand. A time of extremes and melodrama. Tonight's opera was written in 1835. At that time, continental Europeans, and Italians especially, were fascinated with the romance, history, and culture of the Highlands of Scotland. Gaetano Donizetti is said to have admired the works of the famous Scotsman, the father of the historical novel Sir Walter Scott. The Bride of Lammermoor had inspired several works at the time. Most compelling, of course, is tonight's three-act tragic opera Lucia di Lammermoor. At the time, Donizetti was the sole reigning genius of Italian opera. Tonight's musical creation was the greatest single success of Donizetti's career. The subtle orchestra color is dominated by horns, giving the score its distinctive and melancholy tone. Tonight, we see the unfolding story of an emotionally fragile Lucy Ashton. It is very like the story of Juliet and her Romeo. Lucia, belongs to one family who has long been feuding with another. Hers is the powerful clan from the castle of Lammermoor. The upstart Ravenswoods are that hated rival clan from down in the glen. But we have a problem, and it comes sauntering in the form of one handsome fellow from the wrong side of this castle. And his name is Edgardo. He is our romantic tenor, the one who has made furtive visits to the castle to see the very lovely but oh so delicate Lucy Ashton. But of course, there is another problem, another big conflict, but by now I'm sure you've guessed what it is. Yes, our fragile beauty, Lucia, has a hot-headed brother. His name is Enrico. Our volatile baritone is actually the son of the Laird of Lammermoor. And guess who Brother Enrico's most bitter rival is? Yes, you guessed it. Liz? Edgardo. So, here we are. As we enter the scene at Lammermoor Castle, we meet the captain of the guard, Normano. Someone has caught sight of a prowler just outside the battlement walls. The chaplain, Raimondo, is cautious. Enrico is known to have a temper. So at the right moment, Normano reveals to Enrico that the intruder might actually be his bitter enemy, Edgardo Ravenswood. Indeed. He says the fellow has been coming regularly to see Lucia in secret. Enrico, I fear that Lucia has fallen in love with your most hated rival. A Ravenswood? No, it cannot be. Normano sees nothing but murderous rage in Enrico's eyes and asks what he will do. Enrico sings Cruda funestas mania. To be sure, Normanno, I will end this. I will get him out of her life. And out of mine. In Act 1, Scene 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the orchestra and our maestro, Spartaco Lavaia-Terry. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Benvindo di volta, senores y señores. We now go to a fountain in the park, just outside the castle. Lucia is waiting for her maid, Alizia. Lucia seems quite upset. She is frightened by something she has seen. Alizia arrives and Lucia sings, Regnava nel silenzio. Lucia then tells her maid that she has just seen a ghost. It was the girl who was killed on this very spot many years ago, murdered by a jealous man from the Ravenswood clan. Alicia gasps. A signorina, no, no, it is a sign. The apparition is trying to talk to you, to try to tell you to give up your love for Edgardo. Lucia looks stunned. But just then Edgardo arrives and love banishes all fear from her heart. It is quite dangerous for the lovers. Alicia, no one must see us together. She sends Alicia off to keep watch. Looking into her lover's eyes, she forgets about the ghost and the bad omen. Ah, love. Edgardo holds her hand and speaks softly. He tells her that he wants to make peace with her family. He then explains that he must leave immediately for France to aid the cause of the Stuart clan. He says that when he returns, he hopes to settle this feud so that he can marry Lucia. Oh, Edgardo, I fear it is not possible. There is no time to argue, Lucia. I must go. I promise to marry you, Edgardo. They make a solemn pledge as they exchange the rings that they each had on their fingers. She kisses the ring that he gave her. Then she waves to her lover as he steals away into the night. In Act 1, Scene 2.